Today, we're diving into Alphonse Daudet's incredible short story, The Last Lesson. It's one of those stories that really sticks with you because it asks a pretty tough question. What happens when the very words you speak, your own language, are taken away from you? It's a powerful look at how language and who we are just so deeply connected.
So let's start with a thought experiment. Seriously, just think about this for a second. What if something you do every single day, something you never even think about, was about to be gone forever? That's the exact spot our main character finds himself in.
So we meet this young kid named Franz, and for him, it's just another morning. He's running late for school, which is already not great, but he's really dreading it today. Why? Because his teacher, Monsieur Hamel, is going to be quizzing the class on participles. And honestly, Franz is thinking maybe he'll just play hooky? As he's rushing through town, he spots something. There's a crowd around the town bulletin board. Now, you have to understand, this isn't just any bulletin board. For years, ever since the Prussians took over their part of France, this board has been nothing but bad news. He doesn't stop, but seeing that crowd, it plants this little seed of dread. Something's up.
When Franz finally makes it to school, that weird feeling just gets stronger. Normally, the school is buzzing with noise, Desks opening and closing, kids repeating their lessons out loud, all that energy. But today, it's quiet. Just a strange, heavy silence.
And the clues that something is really, really wrong just start piling up. First, there's the quiet. It feels like a Sunday morning. Second, his teacher, Monsieur Hamel, is all dressed up in his best clothes, the ones he only wears for special occasions like inspection days. And maybe the weirdest thing of all, the back benches, which are usually totally empty, are filled with people from the village, all looking super serious. Franz knows something big is going on. He just can't figure out what it is. And then, the mystery is solved. Monsieur Hamel doesn't start yelling about participles. Instead, he makes this quiet, simple announcement that hits the room like a lightning strike. Can you imagine hearing that? This is the last lesson. He then explains that an order has come down from the new government. From now on, only German is to be taught in the schools. The French language is officially over.
For Franz, it's like a punch to the gut. Suddenly, it all clicks into place. The crowd at the bulletin board, the strange quiet, his teacher's fancy clothes, the villagers sitting in the back. It all makes a terrible kind of sense. And just like that, Franz completely changes. The kid who showed up that morning thinking his books were just a heavy burden is gone. Now he's looking at those same books and seeing them as old friends he's about to lose forever. He's suddenly filled with this deep regret for every single class he ever skipped, every lesson he didn't bother to learn. He also finally gets why the old villagers are there. They didn't come to learn grammar. They came to say thank you to a teacher who gave them 40 years of his life. But it's even bigger than that. They're there to pay respect to a country and a culture that's being erased, and to admit, in their own quiet way, that they regret not valuing it more when they had the chance. Monsieur Hamel doesn't even get mad at Franz for not knowing his lesson. Instead, he starts talking about the French language with this incredible passion, explaining why it is so important that they never forget it. And this, right here, is the absolute heart of the story. Monsieur Hamel says that language isn't just a bunch of words. It's the key to your identity. He tells them that when a people are conquered, as long as they hold on to their language, it's like they're holding the key to their own prison. It's a symbol of who they are, and that's something no one can ever truly take from them. And Franz is just hanging on every word. For the very first time, everything his teacher is saying makes perfect sense, and he feels this huge wave of guilt for all the times he just tuned out. The lesson goes on, but everyone in that room can feel the clock ticking. And then it happens. The clock strikes 12. Outside, you can hear the trumpets of the Prussian soldiers. It's over. Monsieur Hamel gets to his feet, and his face is just pale white. He tries to say something, but he can't. The emotion is just too much. He's completely choked up. So since he can't speak, he turns to the blackboard, grabs a piece of chalk, and with every bit of strength he has, he writes 3 words. Vive la France, long live France. It's his last act as their teacher, silent but so powerful. Then he just leans his head against the wall and waves his hand, as if to say, school is dismissed, you can go. And the story just ends there, leaving us with this chilling idea that the things we think will always be there, our culture, our language, can be gone in an instant.
It's a powerful reminder that sometimes we don't really appreciate something until we're about to lose it. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What's a last lesson you've had in your own life that completely changed the way you see things?